Hello, and welcome back to my channel where we're currently playing Satisfactory. It's a beginner's guide that will get more and more advanced the further we go. Last time, we made sure to clear out this entire area and set up our miners and unlock some stuff and like learn basic controls and stuff like that. This time, we will be taking all of this to a whole different level because, I mean, it is a factory game. So let's make a factory. So what we will be starting with today. Actually, we're gonna start by correcting a mistake I made last time, which is these. All of the miners, we picked them up thinking that, hey, we don't need them anymore. We actually do. So we will be starting with placing out some more of them and get a lot more material so that we can make what we want to make. And I will be back when I have done so. Okay, so I'm back, but there is an issue. The game crashed. I thought it was just the game that crashed. It was also OBS and Discord. So I have built a lot. You saw a little hint of it there. And I thought I was recording. I thought I was doing my thing. I could click and I could see that it was like, yeah, I'm recording. And then I saw and it had done nothing. And it was, I have nothing. So I have no footage. And I have been speaking a lot. And I have nothing, but I have built. So I will just go into flight mode here and start showing you what I've built, okay? So just to make sure that you can see, boom, now I can fly here. A lot of this is temporary. It's because we don't have the actual aesthetic stuff that I want to be using unlocked. And let's show you guys. All right. So as you can see, it's changed a little bit from the intro part here. I've been doing a lot. So what you have here, like I set up those. I got the portable miner stuff. Let's start with what I've done here, like in here, because I've unlocked some stuff. I unlocked Refined Power Mark 1. I unlocked the second one with automated biomass generators because we will be building with those. I unlocked the 50 inventory slots. I unlocked part assembly, and that's it. That's what I've been like unlocked, or what I have made sure to unlock so far. And yeah. So like I said before, I don't know if that footage is there. We rushed this, removing these, so I've placed them back to make sure that we have resources, as you can see. And that is because we needed a lot of everything to make sure that we could build all of the foundations and everything. You can see I've also extended here. What I haven't done is, it stops over there. What I haven't done is actually connect the power up because I want to let you guys see everything. Okay, so I'm gonna show you first. Like the first thing I did was I built this up here, turned up here. I picked up the slug that was here. I have it in my inventory. It is here, the blue power slug. And then I got up here, and then on this pillar there is a yellow power slug, which is here. They are different tiers. The blue ones are the most common ones, and then these are the like least or mid-common ones, and then you have purple ones that are like super rare. And I found some sulfur. Sulfur is one of the specialized resources, just like the one we looked at before. The like you have sulfur, you have quartz, you have Caterium, and mycelium, and some other stuff like not the standard 3 that you get early in the game that you need to unlock in the M.A.M. And I put up these refined power like wind turbines. You can see they are based on the elevation, their efficiency changes, and I wanted to have them above 50%, so I started building it up here, and they have to be 4 foundations apart to function. Like they're gonna stop. If I took this and I placed it here, they would stop working because they're too close. So I've placed them like this, and I've kind of done this so that I can also frame where I want the entirety of this factory to go. So I've gone up here, and then you have another line here, and then later on I will make another step up when we get the like upgraded versions of these. I want to go up and I will build them up here, and that will be like the like ceiling of the factory. I won't build higher than that. Other than that, I will go like out from here and around this area. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And for now, I've also prepped some power lines here. Should also grab because I'm gonna go down here with power. There we go. So I just prep that. And I want you to be here so you can see when I turn this on, because that is the ultimate test. Do we actually see things move? All right, so we're gonna go in order. I'm gonna connect this up. We're gonna see what happens. Let's start. I'm gonna turn off flight mode because now oh, that was wrong there. Boom. Now I don't need to fly anymore. So this one is starting up. You can tell it's green. We're just gonna run along here, speed ourselves up. This is super slow, and that is something we will look at later. Oh, these aren't connected. Why are these not connected? Have I been messing around? Okay, now they're connected. Perfect. There comes iron from that miner. And let's run up here and see what's happening upstairs. We get iron from that miner. We get iron from that miner. There is limestone coming from that. And there's a limestone coming over there, which means that all of them are running. And as you can see, they are super duper slow. So we will want to upgrade that to Mark II as soon as possible. The thing is, Mark II uses reinforced iron plates, which is a more advanced recipe. I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna jump over here. Just gonna take a leap. Boom. Oh, cool. Okay, there we go. And in here you can see Logistics Mark II. They need the conveyor belt Mark II and conveyor lift Mark II comparative to the first level that just uses iron plates, which is easy to make, right? Let's see, conveyor belt. I can't even see the Mark II cost. Okay, but the Mark IIs actually uses reinforced iron plates. They use these, which needs screws and iron plates. So we want to start building our factory, but there are still 2 problems. Number 1, we still don't have nearly enough power for the factory that I'm planning. We have 117 megawatts of power production from the wind turbines. And you can see that as well, like here's the actual consumption. Here's the capacity. So we have a margin, right? But we're gonna need a lot more to actually use up. We're not even gonna use these because I can't fill them automatically. And we need to set all of that up, right? So what do we need first? We need, let's see. What have I have noted all of this down. I've planned, and I just get stressed now because the crash happened. So what we should be doing, like we've been building a lot today. Like I know that you haven't seen the building, but it has happened. I've spent probably, this is probably 2 hours, 3 hours of me messing about, which is why I have been, like, I love these, because it means that I can mess about with things and line them up in a way that I wouldn't normally be able to do. So when I'm using it, I'm just gonna go to the top of this tower, and then I can build from here, right? So I can see exactly what I'm doing. I can line them up perfectly for what I want without having to be worried that I can't see what I'm doing. And the same thing goes for like how I built that. They can't go for that long, right? So I'm just gonna jump there. Oh, no, I cannot. I'm fine. Just my niece, just my niece. I have 2 of them. They can support each other. And let's see if we go up here and we look. I'm just gonna place another lookout tower here so we can see. Like we're gonna go into detail here, and I'm gonna place you there, and then climb up so I can show you guys. Oh yeah, it might not even be visible, but yeah, these belts don't go this far. So what I do is I go for this and I press R key until I get vertical, and I go up, and I switch the depth there, and as you can see, they are now at that right level, right? So I just go for as far as I can, and when I have gone, like when it turns red, it's too far, conveyor belt is too long, that just means that I can have these, I switch to soup, and a zoop over there, and then I can just place the belt, and then continue from there, and then I can remove the, what are they called? Let's see. Conveyor poles, and they look like one long belt. So that's just how I do that. Very simple. And these, same thing, people forget this, but you can start them on top and pull them down or up, and if you want to switch the direction, you just press R. Now the things on the top one there or the bottom there is the thing going in, and it comes out from there, or switch, it goes in there and goes out there. So use that, it makes things a lot easier. And yeah, I've basically done that. Same thing with this long belt. And the reason why I have done all of this in the first place, I'm just gonna fall to my death again. And the reason why I've done this in the first place is because I want to be able to drive. I want to have, when we unlock the vehicles, I want to be able to drive here without the conveyor belts and stuff getting in the way. So yeah. And then I've tried, I don't have any of the extra stuff for the power poles unlocked, so I've just tried to make them not get in the way somewhat and try to make it look good somewhat. Also aware that we're very early into the game and we don't have everything unlocked that we want to have unlocked. So from that, I also made this little thing where I wanted to change the level of the cable without making it go in a curve or on a grade. So here's what I did. I placed one, did with the foundations up so I could place this exactly at the right level so that they look like they're one big pole where they have like an internal connection that just comes out and then connects over here. So yeah, that's what I basically trying to do there. I hope it looks good. If you have other like ideas for how to change like early game without the wall connectors and the double connectors and stuff, like how to get this to look somewhat good and not super messy, because even if I've tried, it does automatically get messy because there's poles everywhere instead of wall connectors and stuff. And yeah, so basically that's what I've done so far. And the next step into this is actually building the factory, but we are missing something, and I'm gonna show you. So what the next step is to make a factory that is like effective, not just like in production, also in like when you have filled up storages of the stuff you're making and stuff. What do? You need this, first of all, which requires more concrete than we have currently. And on top of that, I'm gonna just put in everything we have here to make sure that it is filled up so I can see how much we have there. And then we also want to unlock this unknown metal, and we're going for this here. This is Caterium, and unlocking it all the way down here is really gonna help. So now that we've set up all the normal ore stuff, what I will do and is actually go and pick up the portable miners, because we're gonna need them for where we're going. So once I have done that, I will be right back. All right, I have picked up all of the miners. I have also fixed the resources. So what I'm gonna start with doing is put in this and send this going so that bye-bye. And now, let's see, where we're going is over here. That one that can take care of itself. We're not gonna need the awesome sink and stuff until later. We're first gonna go over here, and you can see like, here it's quite shallow, but we still need to swim, and that slows us down a lot. So I'm trying to avoid it. Oh, there's another slug. Let's pick that up. Let's see. Hello, slug. Thank you. And you can see that little stone outcropping there at the edge of the waterfall. That's where we're going. And we're trying to keep to the shallows so that it takes less. Oh, here is actual Caterium ore. Good. Perfect. And I will just swim over there. It's gonna be some running, some swimming. And once we get there, we are going to set up a temporary, like, just unlock post thing, and then we will just remove that when we're done. Like, we will still put I leave like a bunch of miners there, but generally what we want to do, let's see, you can see I jumped up on the sand here. Oh, and these are the points for later for refined power, for hydropower, so keep that in mind. They're pretty much by every single waterfall on the map. Okay, so this is what we're looking for, Caterium, and this is a pure node as well, which is very nice. So what we're gonna start with doing is we're gonna make a little bit of a workstation here. So we're gonna have a craft bench, ta-da, and we're going to put out a M.A.M. And I can go in here and show Caterium. Here it is. So what we will do first is, like, we start on researching, we just click it, takes a couple of seconds, done, then it unlocks more, and we're going for this, later. This is gonna need, as you can see, 50, like, we unlock the ingots, and we craft the ingots, and then we unlock the quick wire, and then we need a quick wire here. We can also unlock this, because it also uses just quick wire and cables, but we can't unlock this because we don't have the rebar ammunition. And then we can't go in the middle, we can't go on the right side, we can't even unlock here, but what we can do is unlock here. This is the AI limiter, and then you have here is the smart splitter. This is what we're aiming for. Okay, so get to work, put out your portable miners. I tend to put them in a line. That way I can easily pick everything up just by walking to the side and just picking everything up. And then unlock everything. And when you have, we'll be back. All right. these have been working hard, and I have currently I've made a ton of quick wire because it's really nice to be able to build these when because they're unlocked. Let's see. Oh no, I think I have to buy them. Oh no, here it is. The Power Pole Mark II. I'm also gonna unlock this one because it has 7 connections instead of 4. That's very nice. And this one needs steel and like I need plastic and like there's a ton of stuff that I need to be able to do to unlock anything else here. Computers, I need steel there as well. I need supercomputers for the programmable splitter and heavy modular frames, which is like the first time in the game like you hit a proper like wall in terms of like being able to progress at a certain speed. Okay, so now that we have this unlocked, oh yeah, I also unlocked the Logistics Mark II. So I have these, and I have the smart splitter here. We need rotors to be able to build the smart splitters, but we have a ton of AI limiters, which is exactly what we want. Let's see here. Do we have anything else? Oh yeah, we can unlock this. This is also gonna help a lot. We unlock the power shards. Ta-da! There. Now we need to unlock overclocking, which means we need to craft a power shard. So let's do that. Let's go in here. You can find the power shard in the bottom. Very simple. There, craft one up. And go into power slugs. Here, I'm just gonna start to research. I'm gonna show you exactly what this does. Ta-da! I'm also gonna... Oh, I can't... I need rotors for that. Okay. But, I can I do that? Yeah, I can. There, now I can scan for this using hand scanners. Perfect. So, now, from here, we are heading back, because now we have what we need to be able to build our factory. So, see you over there. We're back here, and now this needs to be turned into a factory. But first, we need power for that factory, because with all of these resources, we don't stand a chance. We will stand no chance in hell to actually like use this efficiently, because the power will run out. We like there's no way. We have to turn off machines and stuff like that. No, I don't want to do that. So over here, by the power of the lookout tower, you can see, and let's see, there we go. What do we want to do? There we go. Just gonna check my notes so that I don't lie to you guys. There we go. And what we want to do is here place some containers and stuff, because we want to make sure that we do this right. So I'm just gonna leave some space so that we can fit, and then I'm gonna place one container in there. I'm gonna place a second container right there. Gonna leave a little bit of space. Come on, can you please work with me here, dude? You just don't want to. You just don't wanna. There we go. So, what are these for? And these two are for leaves. Here. So, in here goes leaves. And in here goes leaves. Right? Let's just make sure that we have it somewhat evenly lit up. You go there. You go there. You go there. You go there. Right? And in here goes wood. Let's sort our... There we go. And since it's the first line of like any kind of like automation we're doing, I'm gonna show you exactly. I'm gonna be very detailed here. So these are our inputs. It's the same as those containers over there. They are our inputs. The difference is you can't automate collecting this or this, but you can automate iron. You can automate a lot of the other stuff, but you can't automate the nature stuff. Like you can't automate the creature farms, and like you can't make a creature farm, you can't make a wood farm or leaf farm, but everything else. Okay, so from here, we want these two to run into one constructor each. So we got the constructor. You can see that it takes reinforced iron plates, then it takes cable. So I'm gonna place one here. They can be pretty close to each other. I don't care about that. Boom, and then this one. You see, okay, they overlap in a bad way. So that's just me being dumb, me being silly. So let's remove you and move you over one step. I'm gonna start with putting the constructor here so that I can make it look nice. There we go. And then have that next to it and have you point there. So that now if I press 3 and then press E, I switch to the Mark II because I want the Mark II belts going into this, because it needs 120. As you can see, if I go into logistics here, transports up to 60 resources per minute, transports up to 120 resources per minute. And for this to be 100% efficient, I go in here, biomass leaves, you can see it needs 120 per minute to give me 60 biomass per minute. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna set these to biomass leaves here. I'm gonna put in the leaves that I took out there, and it's just taking them out, sending in, and it's not going in because there's no power. So what I'm gonna do here, because I am a silly little dude, I'm gonna put. I'm probably gonna have to move. You can go. Probably gonna have to move you as well. So let's actually put you down and make sure you can see the green lines. To hold control, they're easier. Make sure that to have green lines for both that container and for this, so that they are symmetrical. Because symmetry doesn't just look good, it also makes your factory easier to manage, which is super important. So there's an actual functionality to making a good-looking factory as well, outside of just having something good to look at. And this one we set to biomass wood, so that it uses wood instead of leaves. Perfect. So this will make another 120, like it's not perfect. It's going to start, it cannot get more than 120 per minute because we don't have a belt that goes that fast yet. We need to upgrade a little bit more before we get there. So what we have now is this makes 120. That and those two together make 120. So what we're going to do is on this side, we are going to, so let's see here, get 2 constructors. But first, let's place a merger here. You can see the arrows. You want to make sure that this, and you want to have it like so. As you can see, so what happens now is when I take the belt from here, let's see, this makes 60, right? So I don't have to use the Mark II. I can use the Mark I belt. And there. So this is a nice and even. Let's show. I'm gonna see if I can jump over here and get on the ladder so I can show you from the top. As you can see, this is a nice and even. It comes in, 60 comes here, 60 comes here, and that goes into one line, becoming 120 out, like this. And then from here, we have another 120. So what we want to do is turn these 240 total into 120 solid biofuel. Because if you can see here, 120 becomes 60. So if I take two constructors now, here, here's one, and here is the other. I'm just gonna check that space. Yeah, I do. There, green line. I'm gonna take, need a Mark II belt because that's 120, and I need a Mark II belt because that's 120. And into this, I want to make solid biofuel and solid biofuel. You can also, if you aim at this, you can just Control Copy, Control V, and then just paste it. That way, even if you have, like if I select QuickWire here instead, I can go Control Copy, you see QuickWire, Control V, then it has just copied the settings. It also copies the overclocking things down here. So this is what we have made here is like a 100% efficient setup for making biofuel or solid biofuel. So from this, we want this to go into a container. I actually think I might need to make more of oh, that's a default. Let's soup here. We need a little bit more space because we also need to have space for our generators. Yeah, that should be enough for now. I'm gonna fix the rest later. Alright, so from here, let's middle mouse click that one. And not even say middle mouse click, let's first merge. Make sure that it's oriented the right way. And I think I need to climb this to make sure that I place this right, actually. This is why it's so important to like try and get like some elevation when you're building. So if I aim this, you can see that now it's perfectly aligned with the opening there. Like so, 1, 2, ahead, like this. And then I go with a Mark 1 there because it's 60 coming out. It's 60 coming out here, there. And as you can see, I got a like very nice, perfect bend here and a very nice perfect bend over there. Right? So the reason why I try to do this is because it's easier for me to like see exactly what's going on. And then from here we go, we need the storage container. Perfect. And then we need a Mark II belt. I press E to switch the tier. Or I can hold it down and get a radial if I have a lot of them and I need to switch. There we go. Perfect. So that's 120 total from those, and they go into this container. Very nice. So what we have left now is power. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the cables. And I tend to do, so I find the corner for the model and I clip them like this. Because it doesn't actually get in the way of anything. It's just when it's yellow, it's just a warning that, hey, you are in something else's hitbox here. There, and you can see they're all connected out like this. I might actually, let's upgrade these. Oh, I need concrete for that. Very nice, very nice. I can show you this then as well. Let's go over here to the concrete. And you can see that they are stopped. That's because they are full. So this, what I'm getting here, if I control click, is I get equivalent to having placed out 48 of those portable miners. Just stored there, and the second I grab them, they just keep loading in. Right now I'm getting 120 per minute total because I don't have Mark II belts on both of them. Otherwise I would be getting 240 per minute. Which is very nice. So, go for the mark. Oh no, I first need to craft it up. Either way, I'm going to fix the power management with the cables and stuff. I'm going to show you what it turns out like in the end. Alright, so as you can see, I have now connected them up, but I haven't connected over here yet. And that's because I wanted to show you what's going to happen. And if I've done everything right, this should just start running now. There we go. And leaves are moving in, wood is moving in. There we go. We're getting the biomass from these. They're being spat in here. And then they come out here as solid biofuel. And then they're merged. And you can see, because they are green, you can see efficiency. This is the efficiency meter. It's 100%. And this means that we are now just making this. No problem. So what do we want to do with this? We want to place this into our power generation. Where's that? Here. This is a trick. Your refined power isn't here, it's in its own category. Automated biomass generator. So we are gonna need to craft up some rotors. There we go. My brain just farted on language there. And let's pick up. So we have material. We have the inventory space, right? We have plenty of empty inventory space. So I am just going to take all. I'm gonna go over here and take whatever's been building up here too. Take all. There we go. And I'm just gonna start crafting this up into what we might need in the future. And I'll be right back when we've done that, so I can show you how the rest of this power network is gonna look like. Alright, we are back. I have crafted up a ton of rotors, and some reinforced iron plates, because you need both of them to make the automated biomass burners. And here's the thing. The plan is to have 20 of these. So let's make sure that we can fit those. Well, thank you. And what I will also show you, like how we make them, how we line them up, and how we connect them to this. Because now we're going into multiple, like, of the same machine kind of thing. Like, this is a very, very simple, very small network. So what we will do is start with, like, how many can we fit on a line. So let's find a good, there we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that means that we fit 10 on a line, because I am going to split. You're gonna see here what I mean in a minute. I'm gonna take logistics. I'm gonna take a conveyor splitter like this. A normal one, not a smart one. And I am going to line that up with both of these. There we go. And then I'm gonna continue down this line and do that for all of these. And this is what you call a manifold. Basically, it will adapt your output automatically, or input into these automatically. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go to the Mark II. Let's go here. there. When these fill up, because they will, grab, when I connect these, we'll see that it will split. It will start splitting off. Like so. And you will have 120 split into 60 on this line and 60 on this line, which will then be 30, 30, 15, 15, and so on and so forth. Up until this is full. When this hits 100 here, or 200, let's go like this so it gets full, it stops, backs up, and that means now all of them are going here. And now this one is 60 and 60. Until this one fills up, and then so on and so forth. Right? So that's what we want to achieve. That's the goal. So what we want to do then is take more of these. I'm gonna have them a little bit closer. I'm gonna have them like that on the other end. And the goal here is to have a total of 20 of these. Well, that depends actually. How much power does these generate? 30 megawatts. Yeah, so in total 20 will make 600 megawatts, which is perfect. And when you split them 3 ways, obviously the split becomes 3 ways. So for that first, let's go here. For this first, now if I do this, it's if this wasn't full, it would be 30, 30, 30. Okay, so the more you add into this manifold, the longer it's going to take until it fills up. But once it's filled up, you will have perfect functionality. All of them will be on, there will be no problems. So what we're going to do is I'm going to run this line around, and I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to go back and place another 10 like this over here. So I will be back when we have rebuilt or built up all of that. All right, then we are here. If you look at how this has developed, you can see I've also let it run for a little bit so that it starts filling up. And it is connected to everything, but I haven't connected it to the actual power network yet. And that is for a good reason. I wanted to show you, like, this is a prep work kind of thing. So let's do that. I am just going to make sure that I stop flying. There we go. And now this power node I'm going to place here. You can see the distance, or like where on the foundation I'm placing it, like in the corner in between those two grates and on that corner. I'm gonna place another one just over here. Why am I doing this? You will learn that in a second. I'm just going to actually do this. So right now I'm going to connect this to this, and then I'm going to connect it to a power network. I'm just going to show you. See, the capacity is 600, but it's not burning anything. This is a bio burner like speciality. It's only in use if it needs to be. The other power types, they don't do that. They just run. They just like, okay, we're making power, go nuts. But this one is only if it's needed. Otherwise it does nothing. So even if I connect this up to the power network, our capacity is going to shoot up, but our production is going to stay the same. And let's see that happen. Boom. There we go. As you can see, production stays the same. That's from the wind turbines. But our capacity is now 717.3. This very nice bolster we have here is what we need to be able to build our factory. But that is for the next episode, and hopefully, like here's the thing: if you are building this many bioburners in vanilla, I'm just gonna make that clear. If you're doing this in vanilla, you are going to have to manually fill these up. These does not exist in vanilla. You only have the normal like hand-fed ones. I have these so that I can have some measure of automated power production early in the game, and that's it. Because I want some step in between having to hand feed stuff or use very low power output machines. I want this so that I can have some measure of automation before coal power. Because I have other stuff to do. I need to do laundry and do dishes and cook food and work and like that kind of stuff. Today, we have brought in all of the power we need. We have brought in all of the resources that we're going to use for our factory. We have unlocked smart splitters. We have unlocked logistics 2. We have unlocked a lot of stuff today. Most of tier 1 and tier 2 have been unlocked. We have unlocked some stuff in the M.A.M as well, which is super important. This work we've done today is setting us up for success, and it makes it very easy for us in the coming episodes to actually automate everything else and make sure that we can easily progress through to tier 3, tier 4 in the space elevator later, which will unlock amazing things where we'll start getting vehicles, where we'll start getting all that stuff. So for now, remember to subscribe. Remember to join my Discord. Ask questions down in the comments. Give me feedback. I love all of it. And we'll see you next time. Bye!